Welcome to the Make It Work podcast, where we talk about what it is because it is what it is. I'm joined today by two people. You've seen them before. Actually, they both had viral clips. I need an introduction, though. I need a name, I need an age, and I need a relationship status, starting all the way to the right.
Okay, so Lauren, 32 and single, still single.
Me next. Okay. I'm Jamie. I'm 27 and I'm single.
Okay.
Also, the last time I was on, I lied and said I was 30, but I'm actually 32.
Did you really say you were 30?
Yeah, I was lying.
What the fuck?
Wait.
Wait, why would you say you're 30? Why would you say you're younger?
I have no idea.
Because the last episode that I had, it said that girls were in their prime later on in life. Do you
I actually saw that.
You did?
Yeah.
Do you really think girls are like in their prime later on in life?
I saw the girl that was on here. She was saying that it depends, right? Like on your vibe or something. I think that's what she said. Did she say that?
That's kind of what she was saying. She said she felt like
Yeah.
it was like all dependent on, what you feel, but
Right.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't depend on what you feel. Depends on the market. It depends on what guys think of you, because, you're trying to attract guys. It's not like LeBron James is out here at 40 years old and it's like,
Right.
I'm in my prime right now because I feel like it. Like, no, it doesn't matter. You're on your prime in the Miami Heat. Like that's how it works. But
and then you said that your prime was like 20 to 25, right? Is that what you said?
Right.
For most-
What's your,
for-
what's
for
your
most men.
definition of your prime?
I
prime.
would say that that's accurate.
Thank you.
That's
So-
when I felt the best. I could do anything.
I want
Why
to know
does
your
it-
definition of a prime.
But why does it always come down to feels? So to Jamie's point, definition of a prime for a man to a woman, like I want to attract a girl in her prime. It's typically what I say from 20 to 25. You'll see some people on, I don't know, I guess the red pill, I guess what they call it, 18 to 26.
18 to 26.
18 is too young for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather you be 21 plus.
Yeah, definitely.
But
21.
yeah. So I mean, but that's just me personally. 18 to 26 is what they say because of fertility.
Oh, but there is people who are having kids at 35, like Rihanna, Nicki Minaj.
I mean, it's rare.
I don't think it stopped at 26.
You said what?
I don't think it stopped at 26.
You don't think it stops at 26?
No.
Just have a,
Because I'm not 26 anymore.
how old are you again?
Fuck, no, because I'm 27. No, but it's like, I don't know. I don't think it's a feeling.
Okay.
But
Good. We're on the right track.
it's like, it's how you're like, it's what you're giving off.
Okay. Let me just move on. I don't know. No.
I don't know. Because you're saying a man to a woman. And that's like,
Mm-hmm.
that's not me. I don't care what a man is like. That's not my prime. When a man is attracted to me, that's not my prime.
When a man is not attracted to you, that's not your prime. I understand.
When a man
when
is
men
attracted-
in
yes.
general.
That doesn't determine whether or not I'm in my prime or not.
But it does.
A man.
Why doesn't it?
Because it's not me.
So you in your
We're two separate
prime
people. I'm
is
not a
when you
man.
can you in your prime is when you can attract the most people.
Is that what your prime means?
Yes.
Like
when you attract the
attractiveness?
most people?
right.
Yes. Your prime. Yes. So
Okay.
so let's go back to my LeBron James
Let's
analogy.
Google it.
So like at some point in time, even if you're an athlete, your prime is when you attract the most people that want to pay you the most money to play for their team. That is your prime.
Okay.
Or when it's at your best.
At your best performance.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
that doesn't
yeah.
really that's not confined to an age.
It's not.
How do you know that? If I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 20. We're at current age right now.
Mhm.
We don't know what we're going to do later on in life. It could be
Mhm.
better than what we're doing right now.
I mean, so in terms of dating or sexual,
Example, Method Man.
You can't bring on a man. Say a woman.
I'm
Say
just
a woman.
saying- but
Say a
it's
woman.
Not, it's not. We're not.
Men
it's
are
no-
different. A man's prime is a
Why
lot
is it
later than a
different?
woman's prime.
Why is it different though?
You just-
and
you-
that's
I
what I
mean-
don't like. It's not different
You
because
just
when a
named
woman
it.
gets older, we're not attractive anymore.
I didn't say you're not attractive.
That's
I
that's
didn't
what
say
it
that.
is because Method Man it
Mhm.
flipped. Like
Mhm.
there people say he's not attractive in his younger prime age. His prime is now in his, whatever y'all call men when they get older, silver fox. That
I never heard that.
You know what I'm like okay,
Yeah.
so why can't we have that?
Some people
We-
do get better with
we're
age,
beautiful.
though.
I don't think, me personally, I don't think, and you too either, all of us, all women, I don't think we're ever gonna be not beautiful.
This is
Never.
true.
Just never ever.
No. It's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
So if you're 300 pounds, it's a mindset.
Well, that
Hell yeah, if you can
What,
rock
like-
it, yeah.
It's a mindset.
It's all about confidence.
It's all about confidence. Just if you're confident at
that's
300,
not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
it's just you wheeze at the staircase.
That's
it's just
right.
like, it's a mindset though. You're
Yeah.
in your prime. You can do this. No, I just don't agree. But at the end of the day, what you were saying, men and women are different. No, you're good. A man's prime is different than a woman's prime. Why? It's because we talked about it before. Fertility. So I mean, if you're in your prime, it's like, okay, I want to date you. I want to love on you. I want to have babies with you. Your prime isn't 40 biologically. I'm so sorry. But I'm not. It just is what it is. I'm just reporting the news. It's not in your 40s. It's just not.
This is true.
So, what do you think a man wants from a woman?
Love, support,
Babies?
or that, yeah.
And that?
Yeah.
It's not a no. And
And
we
that.
want love, we want support, and we want children to continue our legacy. Your prime age to do that, 20 to 25.
20 to 25. That's crazy because you're still so young. Don't you think?
I mean, depends on what category
So
you're trying to
young.
put him in. It does. I mean, you're still so young in terms of like renting a car. You can't rent a real car until you're 25. So like, yeah,
Right.
you're young 20 to 25, but after that, you're not so young. I mean, but just in general,
Mm-hmm.
this is what men look for because men are the market. You're trying to attract men, right?
I guess.
I guess is crazy.
like, no, just kidding.
The stink face is crazy too. It's like, damn. Like you're trying to attract men.
But,
So
but I feel like that's really like old school though, because
Hmm.
I think a lot of women are having kids later in life. They're
Okay.
not having them that young. You know what I mean?
okay. I'll take that point. That's a good point. Because that's what
Right.
men want more than anything, to continue their legacy. So if technology, medication is helping women have children later in life, that will extend their prime. I'm with that 100%.
Mhm.
I believe that's a good point. You still don't like it.
I
You
don't
just
agree. I
you just think it's whenever you feel good, right?
I don't think that.
Because women will never not be
I
beautiful.
don't think that. I mean, I think that by myself. But like, I don't
Says
know. But like,
the 20-year-old.
I don't know. Just whatever. I'm not gonna go down that avenue. But I don't know. I don't feel
But
like
don't,
that.
don't you feel like you look better when you get older? Because when I was younger, I look at my photos and I'm like, I didn't really look like that popping.
Like that's what I feel like I'm come more into myself the older that I
Right.
get. So I don't like, and I don't feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like I don't feel like I look worse. I don't feel like I ever look worse than what I look.
Yeah, literally, my eyebrows were crazy.
Why is it always I don't feel rather than I had more guys after me at this point?
Because that's not what I'm basing
But
my
guys are always
happiness
going to be
off
after
of.
you. It doesn't matter
I
how old
agree.
you are. There's always going to be guys after you.
I agree. But do you think there were more guys after you earlier?
It doesn't matter. They're always
It
after
does matter.
something.
But that's what we're talking about. We're
No.
talking about your prime. We're talking about how many, if not the type of men that were after you.
I feel like they're just always there. They're
Mm,
always there. They're always
damn.
after it. Doesn't matter what age.
So this is the mind of a woman, okay? So it's an abundance mindset. They just have so many dudes at all times right after them. They can't really understand,
Literally.
That's
prime,
not the
anything
basis
like
of my
that.
existence as a man. I don't care how many men are after me. That's not what I'm worried about.
Of course not. What are you worried about?
Being happy. Figure out what I want to do in life. This is where I'm at right now because I don't know.
What if you
So
met a
I'm
rich
trying to
man? You
figure
don't have to
out
do
what
anything.
I'm trying to do with myself.
What if you were a rich man? You didn't have to do anything.
I mean, that sounds nice.
That does sound nice.
Okay. Do you think you have a better chance of getting that rich man now than you did 5 years ago?
No.
I rest my case.
What is your case though? What does that have to do with anything?
That's your prime. Your prime is when you can get that man.
That's not what I care about.
Oh
though.
my god.
You could get him now too,
I'm not
though.
looking for
You
a
could
rich
get him now,
man.
too.
That's not what I'm looking for.
I mean,
I'm trying to be the rich man. I'm not looking
You
for
trying
a
to
rich
be
man.
the rich
I'm trying to
man?
be rich in life. Wealth.
yourself.
Exactly.
Okay.
Me.
Without a man.
I'm not. Well, no, not necessarily. I like that. Okay. I'm not saying that I don't want a man.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's not the basis. I'm not boy crazy. That's not what I'm out here doing it for. Is a
Right.
man.
Right.
I don't even know exactly what I'm doing yet. But like that's why I'm like, but it's just like that's not what it is. That's not what it's for. Is a man. And I don't think that my prime is based off of what a man wants.
Okay. That's fair. I mean,
I
if
love
that's
that.
what you say, I mean, but it does suck. That's what men want. What men want is your prime. What women want is my prime.
Okay, that's a man.
A man's
That's what-
prime is when he's like
That's a man,
45.
45?
Yeah, that's when they mature.
45?
Yes.
Are you into
That's
45-year-olds?
exactly what my mom said too. She said you just gotta wait till he's 40.
Damn.
You know.
Why? Is that what you're waiting for Ryan to get to?
Yeah. Yeah. He's 36. He's almost there.
Oh my god. All right, Ryan, you got about what
Ryan, four more
yeah,
years.
yeah.
Hit me up.
4 years to get to 40, and 9 years to get to 45. All right, Ryan, you got some time, bro. Just hold out.
No, I guess they mature later. She said just wait till, guys are 40. That's when they calm down a little bit.
Calm down in terms of what?
I have no idea.
Jesus.
Maybe they just, maybe emotionally.
I think men start to understand more on emotion and in terms of like other people's emotion a lot better when they get older.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional intelligence, I guess that's what y'all call it today.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
You know
yeah.
about that?
Yeah, I know a lot about that. But yeah, the older a man gets, the more he understands, how to
More
read
relaxed.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think at the end of the day, he still falls into temptation
Ooh.
because
Yeah.
men, let's just keep it honest, men like variety when it comes to their women.
Yeah, why is that?
By biology. I don't know. Nature. I don't know.
Nature.
It's a natural thing. I mean, the strongest man gets the most women. You wouldn't like a man that doesn't get any women, would you?
I would love it.
Cap. Complete
would.
and utter cap.
Yeah, I would.
You would not like a man that doesn't get any girls.
I mean, yeah, but yeah. No, but when we're dating, no girls, but like girls before me, so he has some experience.
I think when
You
you're
know?
dating a guy and he still doesn't get any girls, you get bored of him.
No.
If you have nothing to worry about.
No.
Like you start dating a dude and he's just like, well, no girl will ever like him, so I'm gonna just keep dating him. You would get bored of him. You would be like, I don't want him
I would
anymore.
love that.
You
I
would love
just
it.
run off in the woods and be like, let's just live life.
That's what you would do.
Hell yeah.
I'm calling complete cap on that.
Really?
Jamie, what you think?
Like you mean there's no girls like chasing after him like ever?
Ever.
Ever.
Like no girl ever like looks at him. No girl ever messages him. Like his phone is literally just dry all the time. Not because he wants
That's
it to
so
be.
hot.
but
Are you
because-
kidding me?
Come on, Lauren. Don't do
That is
this.
so hot. Oh my God. Does he even need a phone? No. He doesn't even need a phone.
I'll introduce you to someone right now.
Really?
His phone stays dry.
I'd love that. Yes.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
No, I would. That's what I need. I need something.
That's what
like
you
that.
need? All right.
Yeah.
I'll show you what it looks like. Sorry, bro.
No, sorry, bro. You're saying he's a lame.
What you think?
Say he's a lame. I don't know. Like I feel like maybe it's the difference between like entertaining bitches and like or whatever we're gonna call them women.
Okay. Yeah.
Entertaining women. Sorry. Yeah. And then like actually having like, you know, like I don't know, I'm not gonna call it clout, but like I don't know, it's something that people like about you. But I don't know, I guess it just depends on the guy, what he does day to day. If he really puts himself out there that much, if he puts himself out there, if he has a job or career or whatever, where he has to be around a lot of people, I feel like that's like gonna happen.
Right. If he's that guy. Right.
True.
Right.
If he's, you know, he got that charisma, whatever, swag, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know, like you're trying to say like if he don't have no bitches, he's lame.
But like,
That's
is
what
he
you're trying to
hot
say.
with no
That's
like?
what I'm
Like, is he
saying,
gonna be
like,
hot
it's
and
like-
have
Do you think
no
that's possible?
bitches?
Do you think it's
Well,
possible?
To be
If
cool and have
somebody
no
lives
girls.
No,
a
to
really
be with-
quiet, laid back life, like no social media, not really out there texting, not on dating apps, etc., like they could be really hot and sexy and just live a low key life.
Right.
So is that what we're talking?
So-
Are we talking about somebody who's like really like busted?
So that guy. So no, we're talking about the guy that you were just explaining.
The hot guy that lives a low key life. I would love that. No girls on his phone.
Hot guy doesn't even
Hell
use his phone
yes.
like that. Does he have a job?
That is my dream.
Does he have a job? He has a job,
Yes,
right?
definitely a
and he
job.
works around people.
Definitely a job, but maybe like a low key job, like working on a farm or something, like a hot farmer,
Farm, like a hot heart. Wow.
something
Hot
like that. You know,
farm
like
guy.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're not talking about somebody who's busted and like no girls look at him, right? Because I would not like that.
Well, I mean that's the guy that no girls would look at.
I don't like that. I wouldn't want that. Yeah,
I
you're
know.
right.
So I was trying to tell you before.
But if it's somebody who's hot
Someone that's hot.
and you know,
Okay.
I just feel like that's so vague. They're definitely like undiscovered gems.
there's,
There are
yes,
plenty.
Oh my god,
There are plenty out there.
I love them.
Guy-wise.
No type social media, no nothing. He's
They're
just
the
out there
best.
working on a farm,
They're the best.
just doing what he does in his
He's not, you know,
overalls.
He's not even
fine,
worried about girls.
whatever.
It's not work.
Right.
Girls, what?
He's not even worried about
Gotta
it.
wrangle up the horses and
Exactly.
the pigs and milk the cows and all
Damn.
that. That's just what he does.
That is hot. That's sexy.
You dating that guy?
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Yeah.
Dating, I would marry.
Yeah. What if he's living with other women that aren't in his family? They're just working on the farm with him. And he has a lot of temptation because they're after him too.
Well, I would be there.
You've been on the
Right?
farm
Wouldn't
with
I,
them?
wouldn't
I
I
mean,
be
yeah,
there?
I mean, you would, but you know, every now and again, he has to overcome that temptation. What about you?
What?
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 the question?
You out here living life and everything. I mean,
Uh-huh.
how do you overcome temptation?
Like in what way? In what way? Like if I was dating somebody and there was a lot of hot guys around, and like how do I do, like are you talking about that? Because I'm loyal. Like when I'm in love with somebody, I'm like my eyes are on you. So
Yeah. You're not
I
going
wouldn't
anywhere.
even look in nobody's direction
Mm-hmm.
when I'm in love with somebody. It's actually my downfall because I probably should, honestly, but
Better pay attention, nigga.
I probably should.
But okay, so it's easy for you to overcome temptation because
Yeah.
things don't tempt you when you're in love.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Jamie, do you feel the same way? To be fair, I mean, if we talking about past things, were you actually in love
Right.
at the time you were
We're
together?
talking about now or in the past?
we talking about in the we talking
Now.
We're talking about now.
Overcome. So ask me the question again.
how do you overcome temptation?
I go home.
You said you
That's
go
right.
home.
Yeah. Like,
What if he's waiting for you at home with flowers at the front door?
well,
Like your
There's-
temptation is at the door with flowers.
I
Like,
mean, yeah.
that's
Him.
I don't know why, but that don't happen for me.
That
Okay. I don't know
What
why,
if?
but that
What
just
if?
doesn't happen.
What if?
Oh, leave. Like, okay,
Can't leave home.
like, no, like me personally, like, okay, I don't know. I go home when I feel like I'm not like I'm too anxious, too grounded. Like I need to go home. That's just where I'm at right now. I go home. I need to go home. I need to regroup, get my alone time, whatever the case may be. Then I can whatever. But I don't know if that's like even then I don't know if it's like the best coping mechanism for overcoming like the temptation, because like I feel like I don't know, like sometimes should be festering a little bit. Like I don't know, and it's like, what are we talking about temptation wise?
Wouldn't it depend on like how in love you are with that person? Because if you're not really like in love with them, then you probably would cheat, right? And then if you're mad,
I think that's true for you guys.
When you're madly in love with somebody, you have no desire to. But if like
Right.
if you're not, you know what I mean?
Right. I think that's completely true for you guys.
What about guys? I mean,
Huh?
how do they feel?
I think even if a dude is completely in love, he likes variety.
Oh, damn, that's sad.
That's just what I think.
It's true.
Okay.
I know.
It's actually literally true.
I know.
So we're
So why
talking
is it sad then?
I
If
don't know.
if it's
Probably-
real,
Probably because like I wouldn't do that.
because you want men to be like you.
I wouldn't do that. So
Right.
sometimes it's sad because it's like, damn, I wouldn't do you like that. You know what I mean?
Why do you think that is?
Because we're just different.
Oh,
Like men and women are just different.
why? How?
A lot of ways, actually.
Right.
A lot of ways.
Yeah.
I mean, we could get into it.
Like you get pregnant and I don't.
Right.
Like I can get multiple people pregnant today, and you can only get pregnant once
Yeah.
by one man today. You know, it's just
We're emotional. You guys aren't really that emotional.
we're emotional. We
I
just show it
mean,
in different ways.
Yeah, you guys show it like now and then, you know.
So
We're
now-
like we're like
just-
every day.
We show it in different ways. Like you show it more on like a sadness or like, you know,
Right.
lovey-dovey type. We're just more like anger,
Yes.
frustration.
Anger.
Yeah.
You guys are more angry.
Yeah. You guys call us
Y'all think with y'all
narcissists.
genitalia.
Yeah. We're the narcissist of the group. You guys are just, I don't know, soft.
My ex called me a
sensitive.
narcissist though, so that was interesting.
Are you?
I'm starting to feel like maybe I have some traits from dating him, obviously. I probably learned it from him.
What makes you a
I learned it
narcissist?
from him.
What makes you a narcissist?
So when you date a toxic person for
Why
so
are you calling
long,
him toxic? We're
eventu-
talking about you.
well,
Just you.
eventually you pick up on their toxic habits. So you start being a little toxic.
That is not fair. Jamie, do you feel as though you just start to emulate what your partner is doing? Or is that, or can we take some accountability here? That's all I'm asking.
I feel like that can't happen.
Or some people
That
can
can
bring out the
happen.
toxic in you because we all got a little bit in us.
Oh,
And when you date somebody, some people can just bring it out in you. You know?
I don't think I'm toxic.
Everybody has a little bit.
No,
5%?
no.
You have 0% toxic.
0% toxicity.
Seriously?
I'm just myself.
No
all the
way.
time. All the time.
Wow, I need to take notes.
All the time. But I mean, it depends on what you consider toxic. What is toxic?
So like no one can influence you to do anything.
Well, I mean, we're human at the end of the day. No matter what, we're going to be human. People are going to influence you. We are social creatures, social beings. I'm going to be influenced. I was influenced first by my parents, and then my community and friends, other family, extended family,
Right.
no matter what.
I don't know. So if you're in a toxic situation, you're not gonna respond like maybe like risque.
What's a toxic situation?
Like that's okay, that's big. But that's what we're talking about. No?
Fighting, screaming, yelling.
like-
you're fighting probably every day.
Why are you fighting every day?
When you're in a toxic relationship, it doesn't take much. I mean,
What-
you just wake up, fight. boom.
Someone has to explain to me what a toxic relationship is. I just feel like
Fighting, screaming, yelling, controlling, can't do this. You probably deleted a social media because of your ex or something like that. Like you might have to delete block some friends' numbers, etc. That's a controlling, possessive.
Yeah, that's what I was
That'd
saying.
be with
So
that-
Control.
I
my
think that would
my
be toxic.
definition of a toxic relationship is a relationship where people don't have the same goals.
Mm.
You're literally just going in two separate ways and you're trying to make it work. It's not supposed to work. You guys
It's
have
not
two
meant to
totally
work,
different goals.
exactly.
Exactly. And you guys call that
Wow.
toxic, which is like, okay,
Wow.
that's my definition for it. I mean, yeah, I know.
Wait, that was brilliant.
I know. I try every now and again.
Because
I
that's
think
literally
that-
what it is. It's two people who just aren't
They're
meant to be
forcing
together.
it.
They're forcing it,
Yep.
and they're just so different. And they just try to be together, and it just creates toxicness.
Sometimes the sexual attraction is there. A lot of times I hear people talk about their toxic relationships and it is them trying to keep something together because I'll ask and they'll be like, oh, well, the sex is good.
Yeah, basically, that's the only good thing.
Yep. But you guys are going in two totally different paths. You're trying to make something work because of a fun time rather than a long time.
So how would you
Yeah.
respond in that sort of sense? Because I feel like toxic environments, they conjure up petty arguments.
Absolutely. It's not supposed to be there. So
Right.
you break up.
Yeah.
So that's what your response would be.
That's
Just to-
my response. And my advice to everyone that's trying to get into a long-term marriage, relationship, anything like that. I mean, you look for three things. One, you got to be attracted to the person. If you're not physically attracted to the person that you're trying to get with, it's you're going to find someone better at some point in time. Two, you got to love the person for who they actually are.
Oh, that's a good one.
Now, a lot of people put on a mask. But that first date, second date, third date, it's someone trying to be someone they think you will like.
Mm.
You got to see past that. You got to see the red flags, the yellow flags. Like, you got to see, like, why the fuck is his phone upside down? Why the fuck is she posting all the time on social media? Just
Yeah.
random shit like that. It tells you a lot. It tells you a story without you even knowing. You want attention from somebody other than me. I'm at the date with you. Why are you on your phone?
Right.
Third,
So,
you got to be yourself. So, I mean, maybe I should have put that second, but
that might have been, yeah,
They're
you,
kinda
that
like
should have
the
been
same,
first.
though, 'cause we're-
kind of, but you yourself. So, what people say nowadays is love yourself. That's what I mean by be yourself. Like, no matter what, don't hide anything from yourself. In order for me to love my wife thoroughly, I love the way she looks. I am attracted to her. She is an attractive woman to me. Second, I am always myself. I love who I am. She jumps on my train. I'm going to do what I want, whenever I want, how I want. Third, she loves me for that. And I know for a fact that she loves me for that because I've never not been myself around her.
That's why I feel like that comes before attraction. Like, actually, like,
Okay.
I have a question.
loving somebody for who they actually are.
Right. I mean,
But
but
that's what the end goal is, I feel like.
I don't think your foot would have even stepped into that room without that initial attraction. You would have never gave me a chance. You would have never gave me a chance to actually be myself if you didn't find me attractive in the first place. And I
That's
think that's
true.
true for men and women.
But you're talking about physical attraction.
Yeah, I am. You see an ugly dude, he has a shorter leash. You're not
But
even
you
giving
can be
it.
like emotionally attracted to people and like not even know it.
Mm.
Absolutely. But you have to be put in the same situation as that person. You have to be forced in that situation. You got to be in that person's class or that person's, like, I don't know, at the same job. It's like, all right, I'm actually getting to learn this person. He's actually attractive to me. You wouldn't have noticed that if you just walked past them.
You have to get to know each other.
Exactly. You would have to know each other. Work, school, something like that. That's on a friend of a friend. I was introduced to this guy. That's what got me into that same room as him.
Yep.
Okay, I have a question.
What's up?
So, you know how we were talking about toxic relationships and how like some people stay because like the sex is good?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that like you could ever find that again with somebody else? Like if you stay for the sex or something, like do you think that you could ever find that again? Or are you just fucked?
You can,
Type of thing.
You can 100% find that again.
Fucked. I'm fucked. Ah,
You can
Jesus.
1,000% find that again.
Really?
Yeah. Like, you can find that tomorrow.
Really? Because I've tried and I just haven't.
So I think, especially when it comes to you guys, like, as in girls, I think you guys have more of an emotional attachment, even when it comes to sex. Sex is better for you when you're emotionally attached to the guy. It's not just
Really?
about the
Is that
feel.
what it is?
It's not just about the physical feeling. Like,
Okay.
like literally a
So
dude.
there's hope.
A dude could be just like
There's hope.
mediocre, but it's like you love him so
Right.
much. He is the greatest thing
I've been
ever.
trying to convince that in my head. I'm like, okay, it's probably mediocre and I just am in love, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
sometimes the situation itself. Sometimes it's the fight, and then it's the makeup sex. You guys love makeup sex so much. It's like, bro, I was really tired of you before we had this makeup sex. Like, I was really about to leave. Like,
yeah.
but, like,
I was really about to
kinda-
leave.
Yeah, but
I'm like, what is it?
And then you just laid it
though?
down, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like, all right, that shit is
I'll be
fat.
with you.
Like,
I'll
all
be with
right,
you.
all right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. Like,
you don't think so?
I'm just hoping that I'm not fucked. I'm hoping that there's something else out there that is, not attached to such a toxic, crazy person. Like I'm hoping I can have something like that, like sexually, but like not like with the toxic, crazy person. Because when I've noticed that I can't find that. Like when somebody's normal, like I'm like, oh, this sucks, or it's like boring, or
Boring.
something.
wait, so
Right.
is sex not emotional for you?
Huh?
Is sex not emotional for you?
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because you're tied to this guy that you keep going back to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's what it is. I'm
I
just
don't know. I
tied.
feel like there's women where it's not emotional for them, but I don't know. Maybe the average woman is emotional.
You said what?
I feel like there's women where it's not emotional for them.
What
Yeah.
do
I
we
don't know.
what do we
Me
call those
personally-
women?
There is people because
What do we call those women?
there's that one girl that's famous
There
online.
are. I mean, I don't know. We're not talking about those.
You
are
talking
we?
about the one that got like
Bonnie
1,000
Blue.
dudes
Yeah,
in one day?
yeah.
Yeah, she's a hoe.
We
That's
call
that's
those.
what we call
I-
these women.
Right.
That's what we call
There's
it.
definitely no emotion.
Whore
there.
for money.
I mean, maybe that's just not what they like. That's not how they like get to where they. You know what I'm saying?
They don't get to where they
It's not
don't.
how they orgasm. It's not from emotional. Like
To
it's
them,
not from
what's an
emotional
orgasm?
connection. I don't know. Like me personally, though, I like my connection. I feel like it's emotional, but or at least like mental.
Right. Right.
I don't know.
It's got to be some type of tie to it in your mind
Something I have to like
before
you.
your vagina.
Like it can't be weird.
What's weird?
Like I don't want to be here.
Oh yeah, right.
Type shit. I don't know. Like
Right. Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people overlook that though.
Yeah. That's how you end up like Shannon Sharp
What?
when it's weird. Or who they got? Smokey Robinson now. Well, they had Bill Cosby back in the
Like it just
because all these guys. that
Well,
are-
I mean, or just people just feeling weird about it. They just didn't really like it. Cause some people, I mean, I don't feel like everybody goes as far in the claim, great.
Huh?
yeah. I mean, not everyone does that.
People just feel uncomfortable about it, and
Yeah.
they just don't talk to you anymore. like,
Uncomfortable about
Or maybe it's
what?
just the sex was bad.
like that's like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like we're not gonna go as far as like that spectrum all the way left, or
Right.
whatever, but we're just gonna,
Right.
It was
Oh,
bad.
that
The sex
when the
was
sex
bad.
is bad, that sucks.
like,
Oof. It's like, you know what? It's bad one time. You're like, I'll give you another chance, and then it's bad again, and you're like, oh baby, I need to call my ex. Jesus,
Hey yo.
Jesus.
So is that? Well, what if it's not okay? What do you mean by bad? Like, what is bad sex to you? Just be real. Just say it. You need another
Bad?
shot,
What?
huh?
Yeah, let's do a shot.
What-
Bad. I mean, I have some stories, but
We're here for the stories.
we're not gonna get on.
Jamie,
into-
you're next.
Bad would be when you just not into it. You know, you are at first, you're excited, and then as time goes by, you're like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. And then you're just like, whew, okay. And then, you know, the sweat dripping, he's sweating so bad, it's just dripping on you like a waterfall. And you're just like, whoa, it's in your eye. And then you got the sweat in your eye, and then you can't even be hot because you're like, whew, Jesus.
How do you go for so long that he's sweating that much?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Okay. Why are you sweating like that? That's a good question.
They be too into it.
Whew.
Some guys be too into it too quick.
And it's not. He's not even doing anything.
Well, he
He's
can't
not even
control
doing
his
anything.
sweat. I'm over here trying. I'm
Some
Some
trying,
guys
bro.
are
I'm trying
into
to
it,
help
and
you.
there's nothing even going on. You just laying there like, what the hell?
Relax. Like that's how you know they be.
Is it because he had a
too
little-
much?
No, no, there was a situation like that, but no. Some of them they have it's good. It's like a good size or whatever, but they just don't know what they're doing. You know.
Like I never understood that. Like
I
how
don't
does
understand-
one not understand?
I don't understand it either.
Because I don't have. Well, okay.
I don't understand it either. Genuinely.
How do you not know what you're
Barbaric.
doing?
Ugh.
Exactly how. Exactly
It's just
how.
It's just thrust.
How.
Like it's just.
It's just
Thrust.
it's just pure that. Nothing else.
Just maybe no experience. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
Huh.
right.
I don't ask me.
You're a guy.
don't
You would
know.
know.
Shit is easy
You're
for
a
me.
guy, you would
Sometimes y'all
know.
just lay there and it's just like, oh, all right. And I just, finagle your legs in different ways, pretzel them. And it's just,
So does that determine your performance? Like how much we interact with you?
yes. How much you interact. Sometimes you have to do things on your own and it's like, oh, shit. Okay. All
That's
right.
right.
She know what she doing. All right. Oh. All right. You squatting for more than 3 seconds. All right. That's nice. You actually did leg day before.
That's
Okay. That's
funny.
nice.
Yeah, 'cause
Thank
that
you.
hurts. It does hurt.
Oh, does it now?
Yeah.
That just hurts. It's like, damn. It's like you get some girls that just can't even stay on their knees. It's like,
That's true.
goddamn.
Not for too long.
That's true. I'm
That's
not one of
too
them though,
long.
so I can't relate.
You know, not like Meg the Stallion. That's crazy. She's just up there forever.
It's up there forever.
Up there
What makes you
forever.
think that?
Because I see her performing on stage,
And she be doing it.
and she
For-
does
for a
that,
long
and
time.
I'm like, yeah,
We respect
she's-
that.
I'm like, she's up there forever.
We respect that.
I
You know,
love
that'd be
that.
nice. That'd be nice. But what's bad sex for you, Jamie? You want to take the shot first before you start talking
Yeah.
about it?
Hell yeah. Cheers. Cheers. To no bad sex.
Don't let them live. Telling you. Go ahead. Let them know.
I don't orgasm.
Isn't that harder for a woman?
I don't know. Me, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Okay.
But being uncomfortable makes sex bad for me. Like just the
uncomfortable.
position where we're at, the area. If I'm like, not
So
this couch per se, but like, I don't know. Sometimes people's spaces just be uncomfortable. If I'm uncomfortable, it's gonna be bad for me.
Right.
I think that's my biggest thing.
Just the space.
Yeah, being
If
uncomfortable.
it's too tight.
If I've been
Yeah,
here
yeah.
before, how much I've been here, how comfortable you make it
If
for
you're at
me.
their mom's house, then you got to be like quiet, and then the bed squeaking loud, and you're at the mom's house or something.
Is this like ghetto? You got bugs, you got roaches. Like, do I gotta worry about that? Like, it's just, we not.
Plus the setting.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the climate.
Setting.
That's the word. The
The
setting.
Setting,
Setting, the
is
environment.
very important to you
Very.
in terms of orgasming or not.
Yes. And then like our relationship is also important. Like if I'm
One night stand wouldn't do it for you?
not necessarily. If you piss me off though, it's gonna take. I might need some time
Right.
before it's enjoyable to me. That's why I feel like it's a little mental, emotional for me. Maybe I'm just a little, I don't know, maybe controlling in that sense. But
That's fine.
like, I don't know. I haven't overcome that yet. If you turn me off in the way that you act,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna enjoy the sex with you.
Okay. So bad sex for you is everything that he does before.
Mm, Yes. Yes. It
And
plays a
then-
part. It plays a big part.
Okay. And then you guys combine it. It's like the poor performance. Like he just doesn't know how to thrust.
That
Yeah.
too. Like he could overcome that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He could overcome
Can
what
he?
he did earlier
Can he?
by doing something else. I don't
Can
know.
he?
Like, but
What
it's
if
like,
he's-
like
what if
if
he's-
you just all around like it's trash.
Or what if he's
I'm
in his
going home.
30s? Can you overcome that? I don't know.
His 30s.
Yeah,
I mean, dudes don't hit their peak until 40.
you're right. You're right.
There we go. It comes full circle.
I haven't
Now-
experienced a 40-year-old man.
What if he just doesn't last long?
We can work with that. If you know what you're doing, you can work with that. Okay.
If you know what you're doing.
If you don't know what you're doing,
So if he knows what he's doing for 15 seconds.
you can work with that. Sure.
15 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh. We like you.
I mean,
Honestly, it's a waste of my time.
it's a little quick, but you could work with it. I mean,
What do you mean you can work with? Like you can do it again? Or
yeah, you could do it again. I mean, it's better than somebody not knowing what they're doing and lasting 15 minutes.
Lauren,
You know what I mean?
15 seconds.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's a little quick. Whoa.
15 seconds is quick.
It's quick.
That's a waste of my time.
I would
I mean, unless we're like really together. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know. But like, I could excuse it if we're
Right.
like in a relationship. Okay, whatever. But like, if this is like, I don't know, what the fuck? I'm going home. 15 seconds, I'm going home.
15 seconds. And it's a wrap. You just never
I mean,
talking
but
to him again?
Are you
Like, not like that, but it's like,
But
what
are
the
you
fuck
going to
here?
sleep and then you're doing it again?
Nah, 15 seconds is like, damn. Like,
Are you going
I
to
don't know
Are
what's
we
wrong.
doing
with
it
I can't
again?
get it back up.
There's so many things like, did I
Lord.
come here just for that? And it was 15 seconds. Like, and it's like, okay, now I'm really
No.
going home.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
Hey,
No,
man.
you're gonna go to sleep. You're gonna have to wake back up. That's what's gonna happen. Okay.
So we gotta go again.
we got-
It's gotta go another
Hell
round.
no.
It's gotta go another round.
you brought me here for this. Yeah, you better. We about to figure something out. You're not going to sleep. Get up.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what you like. That's what we came here to do. That's the difference.
Right.
Like,
hmm
Okay. That's fair. I mean, it's...
So what about for guys? What's bad sex for guys?
bad sex for
Yeah,
guys.
let's hear
Good
it.
question.
Let's hear it. We want to know.
Yes.
That's what
Very
the
good
ladies
question.
want to
Y'all,
know.
what's bad sex for y'all?
Very good question. Bad sex for guys. I know, right? I mean, it's been just a couple times. I wouldn't say a few times, but a couple times, smelly.
Oh yeah,
It's going to be bad. Regardless, it's just going to be bad. I don't need to really know you emotionally. You got to have a little rhythm to you. If you don't, and you're just, like I said, squatting for 2 seconds, like, it's like, all right, bro, like, I got to get back on top again. Like, all right, so you're just laying there. You're just like a sex doll. Like, what are we doing? Like, that's not...
It's not enjoyable.
It's hard to be bad for us, but it's easy to be forgettable.
Oh, that's a good quote.
Bam. Quote
Love
that.
that.
Clip that.
Interesting.
It's hard to be bad. Like I said, smelly, it's gonna be bad. Like that's not it. But the fact that we even got to this point, it's like, all right, I find you somewhat attractive unless I've been drinking a lot. Then it's like, all right, I'm just looking for a vagina. But knocking it down, it's not smelly, it's cool. I'm gonna do what I do because I'm used to putting the work in. So it's hard for you to be bad. But you will be forgettable if you're just laying there. That's about it.
Okay,
That's about
I
it.
feel
we
with
love that.
Smelly, yeah.
I love
For
that.
us to get to that point, I already find you somewhat attractive. Enough.
Interesting.
Enough.
Because niggas will fuck. I mean, because dudes will
Mm-hmm.
have sex with a
Mhm.
lot,
Yes.
and when we do, it's like, all right, just don't be smelly. I mean, don't be dirty. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. That's about it. Other than that, you'll just be
Fair enough.
forgettable if you're not enough. And if you're not forgettable, it's like, all right, I'll cook you breakfast.
Aw.
You know what I'm saying?
Waffles in the morning.
Waffles, eggs, scrambled with cheese, or sunny side up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
I felt like you were a scrambled person.
I am.
There we go. I love it. I love it.
Love scrambled.
But that's all. We are very simple.
Guys are so simple.
Men in general.
It's like they are so simple. It's like it's kind of crazy that like we don't get along that great.
Right.
Like men and women.
Right. It's because you guys expect too much.
Yeah. And you guys just so chill. You just
Yep.
sitting there like not worried about nothing.
That's why.
And then women are like, why didn't you text me? And you know what I mean?
And we really be chilling. We're the most simple
And
creatures.
you're like, oh, I forgot.
If they said that, then they probably
What?
don't care about you.
Wait, for real? You just broke my heart. Heartbroken.
It's like,
That's why I broke up with him.
yeah. I mean, well, hold on.
That's why I broke up with him.
No, that's not why. Sometimes we're trying to teach you a lesson, but for the most
I'm
part,
over the lessons. Okay. I don't need any more lessons.
you can always learn.
I'm done. I'm done with the lessons.
I think part of the reason why you guys are on and off, back and forth, blah blah blah, is because he's trying to.
Teach me a lesson.
I wouldn't say that, but help you learn what he truly is.
I've been learning and I've been taking notes, etc.
But I don't think you're accepting it.
Yeah, I'm not. You're right, and that's what he said. To be honest with you.
Exactly. Like,
So
I'm not taking sides. I'm always going to be on your side because I know you. I don't
Yeah.
know him. But at the end of the day, men they want you to hop on their program. Hop on their train.
and I was, but you can't expect me to give and give and give, and then you give nothing because eventually I'm gonna feel like
He
defeated.
gave nothing.
It felt like that at least, like
Oh,
especially like
The
in
feels. The feels
in the
again.
communication department at least because he wasn't a good communicator, and I'm like I have an anxious attachment style, so I need somebody to over communicate with me.
I think it's funny when you guys say we're not good communicators.
He wasn't at all. He was like, he thought that the woman should text and call him first.
How do you know that?
Because he told me.
Oh, so he communicated.
He said, you're the woman.
So he communicated.
You should be the one texting
So,
and calling me
Lauren,
first. Well,
Lauren.
I want to be texted and called.
Lauren, he communicated.
I had to force it out of him.
But you know it now because he communicated it. Like I really think it's funny when y'all say we're not good communicators because we tell you exactly what it is. We're a direct line, point to point, boom, boom. This is what we want, and you guys are like, well, I don't like that. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, I communicated it to you, and then you tell me I'm not a good communicator.
Yeah.
I told you.
Because I think women are like, communicate more. Like, come on. You got to.
There's nothing else to communicate.
No.
We don't beat around the bush.
I think you guys are so simple. Like men are so simple that I
There you
can't
go.
wrap my head around it. I'm like, is there nothing more? Like that's really what you mean?
Yep.
Like, is there? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah,
Text
that's
me.
hard. That's hard to.
Yeah, just text me.
It's hard to wrap my head around.
Just text me. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. We'll be fine.
But I don't want to always text first. I want to be texted sometimes.
I mean, that's okay.
I don't want to always be like,
Why?
hey,
Why is it that women are the only ones that can get positive reassurance and men can't? Sometimes I want you to text me first just to reassure me that you are still my woman.
and guess what? I did that.
Oh, so you did.
Oh, I was doing it every day.
So why was he talking about it?
Well, we had an argument because I felt like I wasn't being wanted.
You keep
because
feeling a certain way.
I know.
You keep feeling. Your feelings
Yeah.
are just like, but they change though, don't they? Your feelings?
Yes, they do. I think it would be nice for sometimes if you're dating somebody. Okay, imagine you're dating somebody and you're texting them first or whatever every single day. You're texting them, you're making the plans, you're like, hey, want to hang out. Don't you think it would be nice if that person woke up one day and was like, hey, babe, do you want to come over today? Like, wouldn't that be nice?
Lauren, if you were my daughter and I was giving you advice and you said you were always the one reaching out and making
Yes.
plans with that guy,
Yes.
I would say don't ever talk to that guy again.
Thank you. Point. Okay, drop the mic.
You keep
Boom.
talking to him.
Not anymore, but yes, I was for 5 years. Not anymore.
Don't
It's
talk to
over
that
now.
guy no more.
That's crazy, right?
You are insane.
That's actually crazy.
Doing the same thing, expecting a different result.
know.
Literally the definition of insane.
Yeah.
Jamie, what you think? You were saying?
You know what?
Oh.
And you know what I was telling my friend? I said, you know what you call that? Somebody who's been on and off for 5 years. You know what you call that? That's relentless. That's somebody who never gives up. Okay. They want what they want and they're like, I'm going to get it. And then, I didn't get it. So, but, I tried.
What do you call that?
I call that dedication, hard work. And it just eventually didn't work out. And that's okay. But I did try for 5 years.
So what do you call that?
I mean, some could call it dumb. Some could call it dumb.
I think if I was talking to my friends who are guys, I'd call it a failure.
Yeah, that is failure. But I tried.
So what's next?
What's next is focusing on myself. I'm not even worried about dating. I'm not dating. I'm in school. I need to just... What is happening next is I'm finishing school and then I'm moving away from Delaware.
What's wrong with Delaware? The fuck?
I'm moving. I mean, not far. I'll stay around Delaware, maybe like Philly or Jersey or something. I really like Jersey, by the
Then
way.
what's wrong with Delaware?
There's nothing wrong with Delaware. I like Delaware. But yeah, finish school, moving. And actually, you know what I want to do? I want to go on a cross-country like road trip, like in a van or something. Like get a van and just like travel around the country.
I wanted to
By
do
yourself?
that.
I'll be with my dog. If you want to join,
I want an RV.
why don't you come?
Well, hold on. What's next for you, Jamie?
in life,
What are your goals?
well, I think I'm trying to figure that out, honestly. Right now, my goal is to finish school because that's something that I wanted to do
Right.
my whole life. So I'm just gonna prove that to myself that I can do it. So right now, that is my goal, and my goal is also to move out.
Why?
Like buy a house soon.
Why?
It's for peace,
Like
my
your
own
own
creative
space?
space. Yeah,
Okay.
because I've had my own space before I moved back home, and I'm grateful that my
Mhm.
parents even have the space to let me come back home.
Absolutely. That's a blessing.
Shout out to them, but like it's just I don't know. I don't know. When you get to, I feel like when you get to a certain space in life, it just you need your own space. I don't know. Like I just I don't
No, I
know.
mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
But I do like I said, I'm grateful to be able to save my money
Mm-hmm.
and even get to that space. But I need my own. That's my goal right now. Get my own space. Figure out what I want to do. I really want to get into like visuals, like filmography, photography, like creative direction. Trying to tap into my creative side more. That's my goal.
What are you doing to pursue that?
More alone time.
You said what?
More alone time.
More alone time?
That's just how I've been able to figure out what I like. My vision. I don't know.
Gotta start somewhere.
Like that because okay, what made me even get to that point? I was dating and I asked the guy that I was dating like what he thought my hobbies were. And like he told me something like stupid and I was like what? Like I got mad at him like and then I was like, okay, girl, like you don't even know what your hobbies are for real. Like you don't have any hobbies. Like so I'm like, okay, like you need to really like figure out what you like to do, what you want to do. Like so that's what I've been doing right now. And that's not like I don't know, yeah.
I used to be a photographer.
It's
So-
cool. Like I just feel like I like the way I see things. Sometimes I want to be able to
Such a-
capture that.
such a
and put
great
it out
hobby.
there. So that's what I'm working on.
What about you, Mike? What's your goals? What's your 5 years goals?
5 years ago?
Or yeah, goals in the 2 years. 2 years goals.
I don't know. I feel like I have everything I've ever wanted in life.
What about
Well-
like more podcasting?
Oh, podcast goals. I do want to increase his platform, want it to grow a lot, want to get more ears, more eyes on it in order to see stories like your own. You know, there are so many people that can relate with you guys. I want them to see that. I want them to see that they're not behind in life. I want them to see that they're normal.
Yeah. Because that's exactly how I would feel sometimes, like not anymore, but like when I first turned 30, I would feel like, oh, all my friends have kids or married, etc. Like you have a kid and you're married and you're my age, you know what I mean? I don't feel like that anymore, but I would feel like that. And it made me like depressed.
Right. To feel like you're behind.
When you're comparing, but comparison
Exactly.
is the thief of joy.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. Nobody's behind. You're just living your life.
yeah. And also, I thought about it and I was like, well, Nicki Minaj just had a baby and she's like 37.
Who?
Nicki Minaj had her first kid at 37.
My advice to people is to not have, to girls, is to not have kids at 37.
Why?
Like, wait that long?
Well, you're not millionaires, so it's not like you can
Honestly, that's
afford everything.
it's a fear of mine right now.
And Rihanna, she had her first baby
You
at
keep
like
naming
35.
famous people that have millions of dollars. You just
Yeah,
keep doing it.
you're right.
You just keep.
I know.
My advice is to the average. The average. This is
I mean, you can have kids,
it's possible,
but
that's not good advice. I mean, you can be born with
can.
9 toes, but it's like that's not like
you can. I don't know, but me personally, though, I do have a fear of just not being able to produce kids.
I
if I
feel
wait
like
too
if it's
long.
meant to
Yeah.
be, it will be no matter what and no matter, the circumstances.
I think
Like,
that's
God.
terrible advice.
Well, I think if it's meant to be, it's going to be.
That's horrible advice.
Is that horrible advice?
Absolutely. You sound like you're living a movie.
Really?
If it's meant to be, it'll just be. You know, I
Are you supposed to plan for it?
plan. No, you don't have to plan, but you have to work towards what you want.
Okay.
You have to work for it. It's not just like, oh, it's gonna happen. But you know what?
That's how I
I'm
feel,
actually
though.
gonna stay in bed tomorrow, and I'll be a millionaire.
I feel like if
it's
it
meant to be, it'll
I feel like
be.
if it's meant to be, it will happen. And like you'll meet somebody, and there's people who meet, their husbands like tomorrow, and then they're married in 6 months, and then in a year from now they have a kid. So I mean,
You know what? Some people already
happens.
met their husbands. Shout out to Ryan.
I know, Ryan. Where you at, baby?
I don't know.
Where
I
are
feel
we
like
on time?
You definitely can't like.
Oh, nice.
Good stop.
Yeah, soon. Very soon. What were we gonna say?
I feel like you can't like stress finding your soulmate or whatever you want to call it. You
course
can't stress finding that. You can't look for it.
No.
That's what I feel like. I don't know.
So, like I said before, be yourself and love the person that loves you for being yourself.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
hell yeah.
And that's all.
And if
it
it's meant
is.
to be, it will be.
It's so.
Right?
I'll catch y'all.